Jackson Christmas Parade at Hatfield.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you
Good to
both.
see you. It's the official start of Christmas,
Yes.
the downtown Christmas parade.
Yep, absolutely. And I've been called a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, including that.
Well, you've been with the parade all 31 years.
Yes.
So that's
That's
quite a record of volunteer service to the community. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's something that really brings joy to the community. It's grown and grown, and it's awesome seeing the city packed. Talk a little bit about the schedule and what people will see.
Okay. I have notes in front of me to
Perfect.
refer to in case you guys don't mind. So, we always have a theme.
Yeah.
This year it is Christmas Star. And, there are those that try to go with the theme and others are just off script and do what they want. But it's, that's exciting. All the entries have to have Christmas lights on them. Mm-hmm. It is Christmas parade, so that kind of helps. It'll start at 6 o'clock next Friday, November 18th. It starts at Blackstone and Michigan Ave, and we'll go down to Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, Santa will be at Flagstar Bank downtown afterwards.
Correct. Yep, 301 West Michigan.
Awesome.
There.
Should just be a great night for Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Notice downtown businesses are already decorating. Consumers Energy is distributing the giant bulbs and presents surrounding the beautiful fir tree in front of One Energy Plaza. So we've got a week and a half to get everybody all decorated and ready for the parade. How many people come to this?
Oh gosh, we've seen upwards of 10,000.
Yeah.
I think at one time the local police guesstimated that there was like 20,000 people downtown. So I just figure solid 10,000 people for sure, and I'm not.
I think the year
I'm
after
not
that,
embellishing at that point.
the
so.
year after that street was complete, I
Mhm.
think there was 20,000 people here. Do you remember
I
that?
agree.
That was
Yeah.
unbelievable when we had the new street down.
The weather was decent.
Weather was nice. So what do you do during the actual parade?
So I'm up at the beginning of the parade
Okay.
route. We're on our radios talking
Yeah.
back and forth about who's coming, back, getting ready to come around the corner. We've got, there's a lot of people that help put that together.
Yeah.
So I'm the spokesperson as the chairman of the committee, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that
sure.
are making that stuff happen.
For sure.
So
Will the hot air balloons be back this year? Do we know?
that I don't know, and they are a big draw.
They are.
Everybody loves that, including myself. My biggest thing is I absolutely love the bands.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of work that goes into all the floats that people are putting together, and I love that part of it. But once those drums start beating, and I'll tell you what, my heart is pounding out of my chest. I'm running up and down. So
Do you remember what got you into this 31 years ago, Ed?
yes, Linda Sikirky. She is the mother of the event. She was putting together a group of people to try to help, and I was recruited at that point. For the longest time, I had, before I retired, I had 40 years with Consumers Energy. So there was no, everybody had their thing to do, and I was not. We were just groomed not to talk to the media, talk to the press.
Yeah.
So then, here I am on, working with Bart, and I got to tell you, I've said this before, I'll say it again. If it's happening in Jackson, Team JTV is here. They're doing it. You guys have always been so kind, and I can't imagine with me not being at ease, but not being used to talking to the press and that. You've done so much for me when it comes to being able to be a spokesperson for consumers. So I thank you and thank Team JTV for all that you've done. So,
Very kind words.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you. We appreciate that, and you always do, and we thank you for all of your support. And really, you've got it's an army that's putting this
It
on.
is. It is.
And I know there's some people that and organizations you'd like to mention.
Well, yeah, I've got. I'll give you a great example. Julie Bailey, Bailey Excavation. She runs our Facebook. She also does social media. Making contact with everyone. Rose Trip, she's down there. Telling bands and telling everyone, yep, you're ready to go. Tracy Van Wert, Katie Nix, they actually insert the bands where they need to be. Bob Trowbridge, he does the, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed or not, but there's banners that we hand out and his team decides at that, and it's all in fun. You know, I mean, I know there's people that are competitive, but it's all in fun. So he and his team do that. Kind of mention the bands.
Yeah.
Okay, so this year we had 6 bands.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be East Jackson, Jackson High, Lumen Christi, Napoleon, Northwest, and Vandercook Lake.
What a lineup.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So none of those bands will be playing, none of those football games will be on Friday night next week. Will they?
No,
They'll still be Saturday.
Oh, they'd
games.
have to cancel it.
They'd have to get, yeah, no, the semifinals are Saturday,
Saturday.
so everyone can get downtown for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have that. We'll be airing the parade live again this year, so tune into JTV if you can't make it. So we're excited for that. Again, Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson will join me on the call for that. Should be a good time.
Oh, that's great. Do we have time for some housekeeping?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
What do we got, 30 minutes? Or we?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
You know, some of the things that I like to talk about each year is no throwing candy.
Okay.
You know, the problem is if they throw candy, then, you know, if it doesn't make it to the kids, they'll come out in the parade route, and that is a major hassle. It's a major hazard is what it is. The floats have to have lights on them. And we ask that people stay off the streets. And
Please
if you-
stay off the street.
Oh my
Off the
gosh,
streets.
if you guys, I mean, you know, it gets narrower and narrower as people want, and I understand the excitement and wanting to be, you know, the parade's going to go right by you.
Yeah,
So
I
you don't
know.
have to be out in the street trying to look,
I know.
trying to look towards the west. Establish a meeting place. If your group is in that parade, establish a meeting place, because I can't tell you how many times I'm asked, you know, do you know where this particular group is? At that point, I don't have a clue. You know, there's thousands of people down there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. So establish a meeting place. The parking in the OEP complex, the parking garages down there, that's a great place to
Yep.
park. A lot of people come from, you know, even out of state, and they have their certain place that they want to set. And, you know, I mean, that's something that they do. So,
And make sure your cars are off the street because they will get towed.
oh gosh, yeah,
And don't throw candy.
right.
People do it every year. Don't throw candy.
Right. Well, and you ask now what do you do? I stand out there at the beginning of the parade route watching to see if people are throwing candy, and I'll walk right out and ask
Yeah.
them not to. So
Yeah.
I think once they understand it's a safety issue more
Right.
than anything, it's not. You know, we tell people, you know, walk out and hand candy to the, you know, to those that are there to enjoy the parade. If you want to hand out leaflets or whatever, I have said, you know, leaflets end up on the ground. We
Yeah.
care, you know, the candy goes home, but
Candy
the
goes
leaflets,
home.
those end up on the ground, and we end up having to
So
clean
you can
up back
pass it
there.
out,
So
just don't throw
pass
it.
it out, just don't throw it.
Perfect.
Yep. Yep.
And then the big thing we want to emphasize, Santa and Mrs. Claus will be at Flagstar
Yes.
on the corner of Michigan and Blackstone for greeting the kids and photos and all that fun.
Yep, they're going to shuffle you right through. It'll be very fun, and yeah, it'll be easy to get to.
Yeah, that's really a nice gesture. You know, you had mentioned that you know, the town is being decorated. You know, Consumers, One Energy Plaza, that area down there, they're still lighting that up.
Yeah.
That's a great place to. I love bringing my mother-in-law downtown because she just loves all of that.
Yeah.
So. That's
Well, we
kinda neat.
appreciate all of you, all that you and all your team do to put on this great event, and thank you for coming in today.
No, thanks. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
see you
appreciate
next
it.
week.
All right.
At Hatfield from the Downtown Jackson Christmas Parade. More of the morning show after.